The Nigeria Television Authority, NTA, presents the 13-part groundbreaking documentary series, Seeing is Believing. A production of Nasarawa State Government, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. Don't miss this unique chronicle. See the vision of His Excellency Umaru Tanko Almakura for Nasarawa State unraveled in the documentary series Seeing is Believing.
I have always said Nasarawa State is a state in a hurry.
Produced and directed by Zoom Award-winning film director Yakubu Dalai. Every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. on NTA. Don't miss Seeing is Believing.
A lot of us in the then Plateau State felt we would fare better if we had a state we could call our own, so that we can fend for ourselves and determine our fate and future.
From the time he was a governorship candidate in 2010, the Ta'al think tank, which was a policy hub that shaped the electioneering campaigns of Umaru Tanko Almakura, had conducted an extensive study on the economic potential of Nasarawa State. And this study noted that the major challenge to boost ease of doing business in Nasarawa State will require state government to facilitate easy acquisition of land by businessmen, grant tax breaks to prospective investors, enhance electricity, and most importantly, make Nasarawa State more accessible to local and foreign investors through the overall improvement of the transportation architecture of the entire state.
The government is already talking with the National Inland Waterways, NIWA, to establish jetties in 3 towns along the river Benue, which separate the Nasarawa State with 3 states, Benue, Taraba and Kogi State. Also on the railway aspect of it, the state government have already signed an MOU with the company that is currently constructing light rail within Abuja. But that is subject to completion of the second phase of Abuja light rail. And you see with the airport on ground now, will explore all the mode of transportation.
The decision to build the Lafayette Airport was taken after years of careful planning, feasibility study, and adherence to due diligence.
The acquisition of the site, which total up to about 1,000 hectares have been acquired and paid for. Town hall meeting with regard to the process of acquisition have been done and supervised by other agencies of the Ministry of Aviation. We have also got the environmental impact assessment ready.
Nasarawa, by its geology and geography, it's at the center of the country with a flat land that encourages aviation activity and also encourages agricultural activity. This vision can only be right, and I want to assure you of 100% support of this laudable project from the Minister.
When completed, the Lafia Airport will automatically become the closest airport to the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja.
With the vision of His Excellency, by building an airport for Nasarawa State, especially in the capital state in Kondere, and he insists that the job should be delivered with all the service roads within the 2018.
In fact, even without terminal, if you are taller, you fence the area, you have your runway, you can operate your airport.
By grace of God, we'll be able to deliver all those jobs of the airport and the service roads, which is to Abuja, within a short while.
The cargo airport have a specification, which is the distance of runway to be 3.4 kilometers. That is the one that will carry cargo planes. So for us to have a cargo, we must construct a runway that will accommodate 3.6 kilometers, which require an area of not less than 1,000 hectares. We've acquired the land already.
Already, communities are jubilating. All communities along the line to Kefi, they are jubilating. We are already on the demarcation of the clearing and the clearing of the alignment to Mada Station. We reached Mada River already on the clearing.
As a prudent government and the resources required, the governor has already prepared and the budget has been made for the provision of these basic things that will allow plane to land and live within our resources and within the shortest period of time. So reducing the scope is because of the resources as well as the time. The governor believes that he should start and finish whatever he wants to do within this time.
Hopefully before the end of 2018, we'll be able to build the runway, the airport, with the bypass, which is the western bypass linking Jos Road to Agaragu. Like that, to save a lot of congestion inside town. And more than that, which is more important, which is the road from the airport itself to Kefi, to Kokona Junction, what will save about 1 hour driving to Abuja.
We will construct only the distance that will accommodate domestic plane, which is 2.8 kilometers. That is to say, when later we are prepared, we will now construct the additional distance.
He decided that even though I am rich, even though I have money, I can't sleep well if the society in which I come from is not doing well. And I think he decided that I don't need all the money I have. Let me give away some of it as sadaqah, if you like, to ensure that I can get in there and do the right thing.
From my close contact with Governor Almakura, I would say he's an elder brother, a motivator and a mentor. Because when we came into the APC, we had nobody moving us very close to realizing our dreams in Plateau State. He took up the challenge.
Anyone who passes through Nasarawa, who is coming from Benue, he can never fail to appreciate the quality of work that is going on in that area in Nasarawa State. For the first time, in this part of Nigeria, we are seeing primary schools constructed as universities.
My government, as it is today, does not have the governor and the governors. Virtually every citizen of Nasarawa State who is willing to come forward to contribute is part of that government. When we came in, the mindset of the people Nasarawa State was neither here nor there, waiting for the initiative of the government to determine their fate. Now we said everyone has to be a participant. So we have to have some kind of reorientation mentally. So that's what I mean by mental infrastructure. Change their mindset, change their psyche, change the way they think. Let everybody be given the worth for what he is.
And that's the point. So the kind of infrastructure that is building is also going to enhance the stomach infrastructure in the long run, because the best kind of stomach infrastructure is the one that you can earn, not the one that is going to give you. Somebody will be at his wins and caprice, he will give you if he wants and withdraw it if he wants.
If people are thinking Nasarawa State is not yet a commercial hub, then we don't need an airport, we don't need a facility like that, then it's unfortunate and sad. The advantage is enormous. Take for instance, very recently, when the Abuja this thing was closed, it was almost like, where do we go? Is it Niger? Is it Kaduna? Finally settled for Kaduna, and a lot of outcries. People were saying, why Kaduna? Why this thing? If ever were to be in Nasarawa State, nobody would think of going to this thing.
It is true, there are many airports in the country with their challenges. Some may operate once in a year, particularly during pilgrimages. Some may not have commercial viability of scheduled flights. Some may have this overhead cost in terms of the staff payment of staff salaries. But in our own case here in Nasarawa State, it's entirely a different concept. His Excellency, Governor Tanko Almakura, the governor of Nasarawa State, conceived the idea of this airport out of well-informed decisions and feasibility report.
And like people used to think, construction of airport and all this mode of transportation is not a luxury, it's a necessity in the current time. Dangote has been lobbied to come to Nasarawa State since 2011 because he could not travel that long. We had to lobby him to come through Makodi until just last year or even this year. And look at what his coming has brought to Nasarawa State.
What is more, also the center of communication and transportation, because we are constructing a road that links Mafia with Federal Capital that will reduce the hours of the road by 1 hour. So from Lafia to Abuja to be 1 hour. So people in AYA and Kenya and the builders also they have an option whether to go to Abuja International Airport or come to Lafia, which is just about 45 or 50 minutes. Always said Nasarawa State is a state in a hurry.
The revenue of the government will increase and there will be quite a lot of activities.
The speed with which we want to develop this state has further been increased in terms of velocity by 2010.
Nasarawa State has a landmass of 120,000 square kilometers and is located in the Savannah Belt of Nigeria. Nasarawa State is known as the home of solid minerals because each local government area of the state is blessed with not less than 2 solid mineral deposits. But agriculture remains the mainstay of the economy as Nasarawa State is endowed with arable land which is fertile and suitable to the cultivation of a variety of cash and food crops ranging from cassava, melon, yam, groundnut, guinea corn, millet, sesame seed, and sugar cane.
Look at the agricultural potentials of the state. Now Nasarawa State is partnering with conglomerates and entrepreneurs are interested in large-scale farming. And the mother of it all is the emergence of Dangote. With this policy, Dangote has found Nasarawa State to be conducive not only for his activities, but the friendly atmosphere the state has given for land acquisition and participation has encouraged Dangote now to acquire about 60,000 hectares where he is already working to establish the second largest sugar refinery in Africa.
This project is a project that because of, I think, enough land that you have here, will be able to produce about 480,000 tons of sugar. It's about 27% of the consumption of Nigeria. And this project will cost almost about $700 million.
He's going to spend over 200 billion in Nasarawa State. Establishment of this very robust sugar refining company, Nasarawa State is being promoted or catapulted to a level where it will be recorded and recognized as one of the centers of mass production of sugar, not only in Nigeria, but in the world.
Umaru Tanko Almakura, a businessman, clearly sees and is still seeing what we stand to benefit. That is why he's fast tracking. That is why he's facilitating. He's giving no room, no space for any clock on the wheel of this project. I was asking, sir, what is the enthusiasm and happiness, your excitement about this? See, in quote, this is my personal project. This is my personal investment. I will be primitive if I do not open out to embrace this very rare opportunity.
Actually, this is going to be the largest sugar plantation in the entire West Africa. The entire West Africa, we actually don't even produce 250,000 tons. Everywhere, there has, everywhere in Nigeria, Senegal, in the ECOWAS, the total production of sugar that we have is not up to 250. So we are doing double here in Nasarawa.
Since we discussed last year, I deployed the resources of the state in providing broad networks from Away to Tunga, so that whenever people come for feasibility, they wouldn't have any problem accessing the area.
Mai girma gona mun ga kokarin shi. Da muna bi hanya daga Awai zuwa Lafiya. Ga hanya lalace daga Tunga zuwa Awai mai ta faduwa. Amma ga shi ya kokari ya fitar mana da hanyar mu daga Awai zuwa Tunga.
How many trucks do we need to do the distribution? You are talking about almost 600 trucks that we need to take this sugar and distribute all across Nigeria.
Given the obscure nature of the area, Nasarawa State is going to ensure full-fledged security networks that will give your workers the opportunity to work without any hindrances, any fears, or any trepidation.
I am from Tunga, at the extreme end of away local government, which really makes us away from civilization. Anybody who knows away, I wouldn't want to be particular on Tunga, away local government are called in Hausa Kasan Chiki. Land inside. The land inside. That is to say, I don't know how they want to interpret it, but maybe they want to equate it with our level of civilization and development. That's why I called this investment a new world.
Our job, Your Excellency, is to remove the entire burden of government and take responsibility. Responsibility in the sense that government can only facilitate. Government, they don't create jobs. What government should do with this money is to make sure that, yes, when we do business, we pay taxes. When we pay taxes, they use that one to provide other amenities.
Ya zo zai bude mana outgrowers program. Outgrowers program din nan za a ɗabi youth dubu. Kowane youth ɗaya za a ba shi hekta ɗaya kowane shekara. Zai mana asibiti, zai mana makaranta. Already an iya making 150 million mana na project na makaranta.
People are going to be employed. If the production is in earnest, we are going to participate in business and economy, buying and selling. We'll become distributors, dealers and sub-dealers. This is a very wide and unlimited job creation.
There's no waste in sugar. So in the shell of the sugar, which is the bagasse, we'll be able to generate power over 96 megawatts. We will consume only about 40, maximum 42, and over 50 megawatts will actually be distributed to the network. And if you have that power, Your Excellency, it's a major attraction for you to bring in industries to Nasarawa State.
It is in our own interest to ensure that we jealously guide and guard this initiative by this conglomerate because of the multiplier effect that this project has for Nasarawa State.
The employment, even direct for us as a company will be over 30,000 people.
The way I saw all the people here in Nasarawa State, they welcome me, they welcome the Dangote Group for sure, and they welcome me whenever I go. Things are moving fine.
There is money, there is also work. So you have to actually define your life and say, yes, I'm trying to be a wealthy man, not a rich man. A rich man keeps the money to himself. A wealthy man will definitely make sure that the happiness is distributed. You have the money, but you use your money to also empower people. Because the only thing that you have, which is your benefit, is after you pass on. Because all of us will pass on one day. So after you pass on, somebody will remember that, yes, we and our parents were in abject poverty until Mr. XYZ brought this joy and happiness to us.
I want to thank you for considering Nasarawa State to be fit to house this very important factory. And I want to assure you that we'll do whatever we can to ensure that this seed of wealth that we are planting in Nasarawa State will germinate and expand the scope of our prosperity, wealth, and well-being.
The federal government of Nigeria, through the Sugar Council, in the year 2012, September to be precise, decided to develop what we call the backward integration of sugar. So that instead of importing raw sugar, we should actually be producing the sugar locally here in Nigeria.
The development of the project will outlive the current state administration. I think it is important that we secure the continuation and survival of this project beyond the life of the current government.
On behalf of the Governor of the Central Bank, and indeed all of us at the Central Bank, let me congratulate both Nasarawa State and Alhaji Aliko Dangote and the Dangote Group for this very, very important initiative.
Under the leadership of Aliko Dangote, alongside other key sector players, we've been able to achieve self-sufficiency in cement. I have no doubt that the same feat will be achieved under sugar.
The offer that His Excellency has made, for Dangote to come and invest this amount of money is a big thing.
And when we have projects like the Dangote Group is bringing, the effect, the benefit goes where it matters most, the grassroots.
On behalf of His Excellency and my good community, I confer on the Chief Executive of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the title of Chairman Tunga.
On our part, we shall work hard to vindicate them by delivering on our dream to make Nigeria self-sufficient in sugar and self-sufficient in rice in the next 5 years by the grace of God.
Let me pledge the support and cooperation of the good people of Tunga, critical stakeholders, and other neighboring communities to ensure the success of this project, particularly as it relates to ensuring the sustainability of security, peace, and stability, so that Dangote Group and other intended investors will have level playing field, serene, all the conveniences that go about their commercial and industrial activities.